my God, are we live?
Hello.
Oh my God, the Twisted Sisters are back.
We're back.
Wow. Wow. Danny, how many weeks have we been going at this? Because I'm feeling pretty good about it.
I know. I'm absolutely loving the routine we're in. This is just so much fun. I am terrible at estimating, though, so don't ask me how many basketballs would fit in the room or something. I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Well, hello, guys. Welcome to the show. If it is your first time joining us, I'm Bella.
And I'm Denny.
And we're the Twisted Sisters.
That's right.
Today, we're going to be talking about anxiety, which I think will be a very interesting topic. I'm going to try not to get too,
Negative.
Yeah, down in the dirt about it.
Different anxieties, social anxiety, performance anxiety. And, we will be taking callers today as well, again, which we love.
We love some callers.
So if you have any
wants to call
questions or you want to share a story, of course, you can call in. I'm going to answer your questions.
I'm going to be waiting for those call-ins. I want some good answers and questions. I need them for this topic.
Yeah.
I feel like this topic kind of runs my life in general. I deal with a lot of anxiety.
Yeah. You get it to the point where you can't even, eat and stuff.
Yeah.
Your stomach starts hurting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone else get that?
Where they can't eat?
Yeah. Well, fair warning, our advice may be a little bit twisted, but honest. As always, we are not doctors or lawyers or psychiatrists. We're just Danny and Bella, and it's today. So
yeah, don't come after us.
Don't come after us.
Yeah,
these are opinions.
These are opinions. Yeah. Come on, guys. Control yourselves. Wow.
Before we begin,
should we? I mean, should we do a little
rosebud and thorn?
I mean, should we?
Yeah, I think
should we
so.
get into it? I feel like we're liking this routine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, my positive this week, you guys, and probably my negative at the same time, which I'll get into when we get into that part. But my positive this week is I am performing Ultra!
Yay!
Ultra Miami!
Let's go.
Yes, it's got to be, I've played some pretty big festivals, but internationally, it's got to be one of the biggest festivals in the world. So, yeah, it's been a dream of mine. So it's been pretty cool. But all week, just been working my ass off for that.
I'm so excited.
Thanks, Bella.
I'm just.
Yeah, you're coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bella's coming to Miami. She's going to be at the rave.
I can't miss this. Are you serious? That's that's such a monumental, huge moment. I mean, you're always going to remember the first time you performed at Ultra.
Especially because it's our hometown as well. So
I really remember it. Yeah. Aw. That's so exciting.
It's so exciting, guys.
Also, shout out because Danny just released a song. She just released
true.
2, but she just released 1, but
Last
2
week,
back to back. So you guys got to go stream both.
Go stream Space Cakes. Yay!
A positive. Positive.
You've been a busy bee this week.
A positive is that I've been loving the new facial routine you've got me on.
Yes.
And I feel like I barely had to wear any makeup at all today.
Your skin looks flawless.
It's just wow.
Radiating.
Right?
Yes.
Thanks, Danny. Thank you.
If you guys could see her right now, she looks so beautiful.
I'm glowy and shiny and shit.
So moist. I look so moist. Yeah. Snail mucin and just hydration and moisturizing. Wow. I just wasn't moisturizing enough, and that was giving me lots of complications with my skin. Dryness, redness, unevenness, all the above. Yeah.
Seriously, I didn't realize how how important it was for the hydration.
Yeah.
I just figured what I was doing was enough.
Some moisturizer, we're
yeah.
good.
Yeah. No,
Nope.
you're not good.
No, guys, we are not good in this hard world with all these air toxins and sun.
Okay. A stoned thought of the week.
Ooh. Oh, damn it. You guys, I actually had many amazing stoner high thoughts this week, and I should have wrote them down, but you know what? I was high. So I forgot them. But they were profound for sure. I remember that. Because you know what we can talk about? Your second favorite subject. Anxiety.
Yeah, there you go. That's my second favorite subject.
Do you guys ever get that thing where you say something and you end up thinking about it all day, maybe even tomorrow? It was stupid. You shouldn't have said it out loud. Maybe you fumbled on something. You just feel like an idiot. And that happens to me all the time. And I'm like, Danny, nobody's even thinking about it. And I'm just like, man, I sounded like an idiot. That gives me anxiety.
You know, it gives me anxiety after you get drunk and you wake up in the morning and you're like, did I say anything that offended anybody or say anything stupid?
Well,
that's always just the one.
Well, actually, another reason why you get anxiety after drinking the night before is because your brain is dehydrated. Alcohol dehydrates whatever liquid fluid is like helping our brain up there. And so, yeah, it ends up causing us more anxiety and like emotional shit. So, yeah.
Damn.
As I sip the booze. You know, before we take callers, we are going to talk about things that, you know, we've been through that give us anxiety or, you know, just our own little take on that.
One of the questions was if we've had an anxiety attack. Didn't have you had an anxiety attack?
Oof.
What did you do?
I don't even know what actually constitutes an anxiety attack. Like, I've definitely gone through periods where I feel like my brain is on fire and I just, like, I can't really breathe so much. But I don't know. Like, I definitely lost my shit. But I don't know what is an anxiety attack. Is it just too much to handle?
Yeah, I think it's a too much to handle moment, like a real freak out moment.
Sure.
When you can't breathe. I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
Of like feeling like you have a like a knife in your lungs a little bit, and it just keeps poking you every time you try.
Yeah.
When I get that, I try and like breathe really small breaths, and then I just like keep like working it up and more until I can like get a full breath
stretching
in.
your chest out.
To stop it.
That's a good trick.
One time I watched just too much Game of Thrones in one day, and I had a full-blown anxiety attack. I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital.
Do you guys hear this? Game of Thrones gave Bella an anxiety attack.
Well, too much Game of Thrones in one day.
Is it just like every episode just is so intense that by the end of it, you're
it really was. The last 3 episodes of a season was like one war that they were having over like 3 kingdoms, and it was just war the whole entire time. There wasn't any sex or boobies. It was so sad.
What about cool dragons?
There was some cool dragons, but then Khaleesi started like burning everybody. Sorry. Tell a quick story about anxiety. I was filming something, and I found out that the person I was with dating was cheating on me, and that was awful. And it was at like 5 a.m. around there when I got up for set, and before getting in the car for set, I just like I was. You know, they're driving me, and I'm just like, I need you to pull over. And I just got out of the car and on the floor and on the ground. And I just stayed on the ground for like a solid 10 minutes. And it felt really good. When I have any type of like anxiety attack, it feels really good to be on cold anything. Like cold surfaces is really, really helpful.
Your body, your mind is overheating.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like you're like getting on fire. You're getting so...
Damn, dude. So you found out about this at 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
On the way to set?
On the way to set.
And Bella is in the shuttle.
Yeah. The shuttle
like, it's still probably pitch dark out.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you just have to, like, pull over and lay on the ground. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, not to mention also everything that came after that. The shooting.
Yeah.
Dealing with it. I think just even in general, having to be at work and find some tragic news out like that and still put on a performance and a smile and meet people and be on your, you know, just the best version of yourself. And then you go home and you have to deal with that again.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. So, Danny, what is something you do for yourself that makes you feel at ease when you're feeling a little roughed up?
Oh, goodness. I think that also probably depends on the degree of fucked up that is headed your way and like what you're dealing with. On like the simplest form of like performance anxiety and like getting on a stage in front of thousands of people, breathing, and also always like I like to. So for a lot of people, they think like go in the green room, everybody, let's chat, let's have a good time, let's drink. But for me to get into the mood, I need like kind of silence by myself, and I close my eyes and I work on my breathing, and I breathe in and I breathe out, and I just imagine having the best performance that could be. And then I go out and I do it, and then it happens. I'm like, oh wow, look at that, I manifested it. But definitely, yeah, just like
Getting
believing that the outcome is what you want instead of, oh my God, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna bomb, it's gonna be terrible, I'm gonna mess up. No. Why are you even putting that out there at all? Yeah, definitely think about the best outcome and then go for it, because you're gonna do it, man.
Yeah, that's great advice, Danny.
Thanks.
I feel like in general with anxiety and anything like that, you've got something big on the table and you really want to do a good job. Like, why do we spend so much time telling ourselves what a bad job we might do? I'm like,
when it's not even real yet.
Yeah, like why
are you putting that out there? You're hurting yourself.
And I think we're both big believers in putting that out there.
Oh, for
as
sure.
Well,
Yeah.
some people aren't, but I think that. Yeah, that's just, but it irritates me in my mind, or I don't know what feeling it makes me feel, but it makes me feel very worried when, like, let's say something's going to come in the door, as in I have like a deal that's about to close or something, and then I'm like, oh, but it's not going to close, and I'm like, nope, it is, yeah. And I keep getting this like little baby thought in the back voice, of my And that thought, though, when it doesn't close, it makes me mad, because I'm like, damn it, you were right, and you tried to talk yourself out of it, and it was not true.
Yeah. Well, I think also, and of course it depends on what it is, but for most things in life, it's letting go the control of the outcome. You could think so badly that you want this deal for yourself, that you want this job opportunity or this boy so badly, and then it doesn't happen, and then you beat yourself up over it when what you have no idea, but the possibility could have been so much worse down that route. Something along the way could have been worse. So it wasn't meant for you, and that's not a bad thing. There are other things, and just I think anxiety and fear comes a lot from just the fear of the future, which yet again still doesn't exist. So what the hell are we so scared about? Like, it's not even here today. You're not like hanging off a cliff today. You know what I mean? Why are you thinking that you might hang off a cliff tomorrow? It's just ridiculous. But we all do it. It's natural. It's human. But yeah, I definitely try to remind myself of that all the time. Like, can't control it. It's fine. It's not meant for you. Move on. Yeah.
What if you wanted to remember you? Should we take some calls? Should we get a little?
Yeah.
Get a little call-y? Should we get a little call with it? I feel like the chat's really going off.
I know. I was just reading some of these things. Ivy says, yes, similar to panic attacks and knowing what's around you and breathing and grounding yourself. Yeah, for sure. I actually wondered that, because I do hear that from psychiatrists and stuff, and I don't know that totally helps me. I don't know, like that works for some people, but I don't know that like naming like what's around me and like just like holding on to tangibles, like I don't know, maybe that's not where my anxiety comes from or something. Yeah, that was a thought I had recently. Yeah. I think anxiety obviously comes from overthinking, and for me, I can't stop overthinking unless I move my mind completely onto something else. And there could be a to-do list, there could be all these things. I don't know what it is, but just getting my mind onto something else, or even going to workout class when I don't want to, all of a sudden I actually feel better after that hour, because for an hour I wasn't thinking about it, and I actually am able to breathe again, you know? Yeah.
That's true. Forcing yourself to work out is a good one too.
Yeah.
You really have to make the brain go somewhere else. I do like making to-do lists when I feel, not when I'm like already past, the point of fully anxious, but when I'm starting to feel that anxiety come on, I do like doing some listing of things, note listing, That helps me feel like I have some bit of control.
I like that.
And it's, I think that's also where the anxiety comes from too, is like the losing control and feeling it kind of like slowly slip your grasp further and further. And then the further it goes, the more you're like, I'm about to lose my shit. Sometimes it's a calming thought to tell myself though, like, you know what, Belle, you're going to lose your shit right now.
And that's okay.
Yeah, it's Gucci. Like, it's totally okay. You know, you should lose it. Lose it all. Lose it right now. Do it. I dare you.
So on that kind of thought, it's something that I've gone through recently. You know, this year has been like up and down emotional stuff, just dealing with I think everybody does, like everything that's ever happened in life. And just sometimes it comes up again like a wave and you're dealing with it and you feel more sad and emotional or whatever. Anyway, so I, as a Capricorn, could be a little bit more hard towards my feelings. So I purposely try to let them out when they come. And I think that's really healthy. Let that energy out, cry, whatever you got to do. But maybe I've been too in touch with my emotional side recently. So last week I was going through that up and down. And I was just kind of kept saying, like, I feel so sad and I don't know why. I just feel so sad. And I was like, man, I really hope this doesn't fuck up my big thing next week. You know, I got so much work I got to do. I got to concentrate. And then for some reason, I was just able to be like, you can either keep saying you're sad or you can just say, let's turn that off for a second. And it's not like it's that easy, but like, stop thinking about why am I so sad? Just stop thinking about it at all. Like, the more I thought, can I put like an answer behind this feeling, the less it helped, you know? And so, yeah, I was able to pull myself out of that this week, and I totally feel better. Like, I'm not sulking. Hell yeah. That was just a random thought.
I think I think that also, Danny, goes with too, like when you're having those moments of depression, you know, and you're like, just in general for me, I feel like I'm just like, you can either sit here and keep doing this as it feels as that's the only choice you have. Yeah. But there's another choice. And then the other half of me is like, no, there's not.
I know.
And like, yes, there is. No, there's not. Yes, there is, Bella. It's called getting the fuck out of bed right now and go walking outside or doing some shit that's going to make you, you know, even just pull yourself out of this moment right now. And like, yes, then you get back to that moment again. Okay. But you were able to pull yourself out once, you can do it again, and then you can do it again and again. And then I think that, like, with having good people around too, like having the both of those, that is really what helps like pull you out.
Yeah. That is not a subject to be neglected. Good people around you, for sure. That is so important.
The first time I think the first time I really got to really full anxiety attack, I was like 14-ish, and I was walking outside of a movie, and I just fell on the floor, and I couldn't get up, and I had this huge cramp, and I couldn't breathe, and I just couldn't really move, and yeah, I didn't figure that out for a long time later, until I was around like 19-ish, what that was.
Aw. Damn, 14 you had your first anxiety attack, Bella? And you were coming out of a movie theater. Do you remember, was
Galleria.
The Sherman Oaks Galleria? Do you remember, like, why? Was it just confusing because you didn't understand it?
I think that at that time in my life, too, was, like, one of just the worst points of, like, you know, growing into a woman and being in bad terms with my mom and just kind of being just in a weird, you know, I felt like I was like kind of slowly just becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. And I think that that's kind of where it, you know, came from.
Coming back to the control aspect of anxiety and not having any control.
Sure.
14, under the reign of a parent, and pretty much the world looking at you at judging every single thing. And for some reason it feeling like it can never be good enough, or that it can never be perfect enough, rather. You know, that is really hard to deal with so young. I don't think people give child actors enough credit for that, having to deal with that growing up.
Yeah. It's so shitty. And I think that, you know, social media is one of the first things that makes people kind of understand what it is. And, it used to just be your school that would make fun of you, your friends in life, people you met.
Or parents not
now
understanding it.
Yeah, your parents, like, not, and then, now you have all of social media as well. And I think that now everybody's feeling that a bit more too.
Or maybe just understanding more of the natural feeling that pops up called anxiety. And I think that even, that many years ago, people, like, it was a word, it was a diagnosis, but, like, that wasn't something that was normally talked about or even understood, and definitely not at that age.
Yeah, anxiety used to be, like, something, like, that people didn't really get. Oh, somebody had it and they had to go to the hospital.
Right.
Like, they had to go put on medication.
And even that was just looked so negatively at that time, that there was something wrong.
I don't know why we look at our health so negatively.
Right.
Like, why do we look at it so negatively? Like, from every aspect of health, like, we all have bodies and we all have brains, so it's happening to all of us everywhere around the world. I don't understand why we're so, it's such a bad thing you have that. Like, even when it comes to, more extreme things like, schizophrenia and things like that, like, when people have such a judgment towards it, I just don't, I'm like, and that, like, I just don't understand why, like, it's all of us here, man. There's a lot of people here, and it's basically just a numbers game. Like, I don't know why we, are just so negative.
Slash that it's just so hard. like life actually is hard, and that's okay. That is what it is. But, at the same time, give ourselves some damn credit that we're all dealing with all this all the time.
Yeah. Let's give it, you know what?
Everybody, give yourself a pat on the back. We are here.
Front.
We have made another day. It is a beautiful day. No matter what's happening, we are breathing, we are speaking, we are moving. And it is a blessing. Yeah. And that's actually kind of what helps me, going back to the what helps you with anxiety thing, is it's not necessarily that there's, like, things in front of me and I can see things. It's more like the actual things that we should be grateful for, that we take advantage all the time. That actually does make me feel better, because it is what it is. I am able to do all these things, and I am able to even experience these feelings. That's a blessing.
Yeah, I also, like, it's good to remind yourself, like, to do a countdown list, like, healthy.
Simplify it.
List. Like, there's just so many things
it's so cool
to be also so grateful for, and so.
What about your smell? Do you guys ever think about your smell?
How shitty it would be?
Life without smell? Oh my God. Yeah, we gotta, maybe sometimes anxiety is just like, it's not that I'm never saying that your dreams are too big. No. Just saying that maybe we want too much at one time all the time.
Oh yeah, that's
what
me.
What we have is so amazing already, and you can build off of that, and that can evolve. But already what you have is so incredible. Appreciation.
Damn, Danny, can you write that on my mirror?
I'm gonna do it, girl. I'm gonna make it aesthetic with some lipstick or something.
Yeah, give me some aesthetic.
Oh, but we did, because we do the email thing, you guys. We received an email last week, and if you guys want to send us an email to ask a question or tell us something, you can do that at TwistedSisters@wheel-house.com. TwistedSisters@wheel-house.com.
Yeah. So should we read this cute little email?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if it's cute. It's about anxiety.
Okay, I'm getting back into the dating world after the end of a long-term relationship, and I feel like I'm getting super nervous and anxious before a first date. I'm trying things like power posing and positive affirmations, but if I can't get out of my head, I end up just kind of shutting down and not being my most charming self, so things don't end up going anywhere. Any advice?
Oh, girl, I feel you. This is Danny speaking, by the way. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that for sure. I think the thing to always remember is, going back to what we've kind of been talking about this whole episode, is like, it's all just in your head. Like, why are you overthinking it? I definitely have been in that place before where I'm so excited or I'm so nervous and I just want to show like the best sides of myself, but already that's putting too much pressure. I've got to be funny, I've got to be quick, I've got to be clear, I've got to be this, you know? And I've definitely put that pressure on myself and it only gets worse. It never helps. So yeah, definitely just keep shutting, at least this is my advice, just like keep shutting those thoughts out and like focus on the things that you can, which is that you are funny, that you are charismatic, that you are a joy to be around. Because you are, girl. Yes, remember that. You bring all the package. Hey.
Yep.
So yeah.
That's great advice, Annie. I'm gonna go on that too. And I'm going to say what they taught me in dance, which is if you believe you're the baddest bitch in the room, you are the baddest bitch in the room.
There we go.
And, you know, it is true. And you can see it when you dance. When I would watch dancers and I'd be like, wow, they really feel it. It didn't matter if they weren't as clean or wasn't as this or that. No, they were the baddest. Yeah. And I think that that's kind of like how you walk into a room. When you walk into a room, don't walk into a room being like, oh, does this look good? Bitch, shut up. You look amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think something too that is just in my own personal experience, something I've noticed is that like once I started dating a dude, no matter what pedestal I put them on, not to like judge anybody else, but then I see like what they was fucking with or what they think is even like they're like, oh yeah, this is everything to me, and I'm like, what? Oh my God, you're like, no, okay. So you gotta remember that you are on a different planet, your own planet, and you bring it all. And if they don't recognize it, excuse me, move on because they are not worth your time. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, you on planet sexy. What
You
planet
on
they
planet
on?
sexy. Yeah. Yeah, at least when it comes to guys, they are simple. Sorry, dudes. You are. We make it too complex, at least, like in the dating world.
Yeah,
like,
no,
it's really, but
I think
they're too simple.
there's positives and negatives to both. You know, we make it too complex, and then
we overthink it.
You guys make it too simple. It's
too simple.
You know, the grass is always greener on the other side.
Yep. Sorry. That's just my experience.
But I will say it is a hell of a lot more work for a baddie to go on a date. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard.
Oh, because of all this freaking upkeep?
Yes!
No baddie just woke up a baddie.
No. Jeez. Our soul was a baddie, but we had to make the other shit match. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's right.
And it's just ridiculous that we got to do all this work. And then you're like, sometimes your nails get too grown out and you're like, oh my God, he's going to notice my nail bit. But no.
He does not care.
Or if he does, he's like,
that's a problem. If you're you want to notice them because they're dope. Like if you're noticing that they're grown out, why are you looking? Why do you care?
Yeah. Honestly, I'm looking at my toenails right now, and the grow is on there. Though I think it's past noticeable. I think it's weird. Mark hasn't said anything.
You haven't started scraping him with your talons yet.
I haven't. I really need to get my toes done, guys. It's not happening down there. I've stopped taking all my sexy feet pics. Like,
hold up, Bella, you take sexy feet pics. What are you talking about?
I have a foot fetish. Yes, I do.
But for yourself?
Yes, I'm like, you look fine.
Like, damn, those are some nice feet.
Oh my God, especially like in some good heels too, like some wrap-up heels too. And
dude,
you're like,
that one picture you posted the other day, I was like, damn, your feet look good in those heels.
See, I had to angle it though, so you didn't see my toenail growage.
Oh,
I had to angle so you didn't see that the pink, polish that's on my toenails right now is this much further away.
In your foot. Trey Germany says, wait, what does Bella do? Yeah, you heard it. She takes sexy feet pics.
Yeah, I
when
do.
They're looking good and not grown out.
Yeah.
Wait, are you going to redo them before Miami?
That's what I'm trying to
Bella,
do.
we're going to the beach.
I know, I'm trying to do that, man.
When?
I also need to get laser hair removal again, too.
That's a lot. Yeah. That's really good, though. Yeah. Does it, just a random question off of anxiety, you guys. when you do the laser hair removal, does it like just disappear immediately, like within that session? I know that it grows back, but like, is it like gone?
Well, you have to, you're like shaving it before you go in. And then, you know, if it's not shaved, because you can't get all the way up in where some places are.
Right, the bikini.
Then, you know, it goes like, tss, and it just like has like a little burn. Like, not like the hair is like singed.
Right.
And then it just will fall off.
Oh.
Within like a few days, just gone.
Just goodbye.
Yeah, and then it's gone.
And then it's smooth as a baby's bottom, which is kind of weird that that's a saying. Why are we talking about baby's bottoms?
Baby's bottoms being so smooth.
I mean, they are smooth. But like, aren't there other things in the world that could be smoother, like marble? Smooth like marble.
Cold.
It is cold. Yeah, it is. It is cold.
Doesn't sound as nice. But also, doesn't a baby's bottom usually have shit attached to it?
Oh God, and pee and rashes. Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Twisted Sisters does not approve. Smooth as a baby's bottom. It's outdated. It's weird. We should stop saying it, but it is. It works. Everybody knows it. Well, once again, I would like to reiterate that you can send us an email anytime at twistedsisters@wheelhouse.com. We love getting your emails and answering them on the show.
Yeah. I want to hear the stories, man. I want to read the stories. Guys, we're not doctors. Nobody's got a degree here, especially not me. So, you know, you guys, like, just don't take any of this shit too seriously, man. Don't come after us for our thoughts and opinions, because these are thoughts and opinions. These are not facts.
These are not facts. Oh, the chat is amazing. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Love you guys.
We are doing an episode next week with Tyler Cameron. This is going to be on Tuesday.
We're switching up our days. We're switching up our days
next
guys.
week. Yeah. So stay tuned to hear about timing. But yeah, I'm so excited about that episode.
Yeah, me too. That's going to be fun.
Hear all his crazy stories.
He seems fun, yeah.
Yeah, he is fun. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Remember that you guys can ask us for big sisterly advice at twistedsisters@wheel-house.com. And we'll be back next Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see you guys then.
This is Danny Thorne.
And this is Bella Thorne.
And we love you.
Bye, guys.
See you next week.